Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. I'm here for till 1. So if you want to listen to me, that's how long I'll be on. I've got some cool stuff coming up for you. I have my top 10 list, which I'm pretty proud of. I think it's going to be a really interesting list if you want to hear about it or later. I've got my word of the day and the song of the day today, and I do actually have a funny story that pertains to the top 10 list. So that should be pretty good. I'll just go ahead and tell you my word of the day today. My word of the day today is dude. Mainly because I just say it all the time. I say dude a lot. I say it to any kind of person. Doesn't really matter who it is. I say dude a lot. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's cool. And they're like, whoa. I just say dude a lot. I don't know why. I guess it's just a cool word and it's a lot easier to say than I don't know why it'd be easier to say, but I don't know. I just say it a lot. So I think I know a lot of people that say that a lot as well. So that is the word of the day. So you can say it to everybody if you would like. That is my word of the day. But dude is a great word, so you can go ahead and do what you want with that kind of information. So coming up, I have some weather for you. We have some 3 Days Grace and Star Set coming up for you in the next couple minutes. This is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at aims.edu. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. I have some weather for you. Today it looks pretty nice. It's supposed to be really hot though, so if you are planning on doing something outside, maybe do it earlier in the day because it's going to be pretty warm. So in Windsor, we're looking at 81 degrees and clear all day, so that's kind of nice. In Fort Lupton, you're looking at 87 degrees and clear all day. Loveland, 88 degrees and clear all day. And then in the Greeley, we have 85 degrees and clear all day. And the high in Greeley is supposed to be 95. Pretty similar to everywhere else, supposed to be in the 90s. But clear all day, so that's kind of convenient. I want to let you all know to come join us, Aims Student Radio, at Eaton Days on Friday, 7 to 11. There's a street dance with Stumble Monkeys, so that's going to be super cool. Then on Saturday, it's a family fun night from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And we have some awesome fireworks extravaganza at 9. So make sure to go. It'll be really fun. We will be there. So it'll be really fun. I'll be there, so obviously you should go because I'll be there. But it sounds like a ton of fun. I've never gone to Eaton Days, but it sounds like a ton of fun. So make sure you go out, see that, and do that, all that kind of stuff. And it is sponsored by Ames Community College, so do not miss out on it. It's going to be a really cool and fun time. Come join us. Come have some fun with us. It'll be a cool time. I have my song of the day for you today. It is Machine Gun Blues by Social Distortion. I love Social Distortion. They are a classic punk band. They're not like, some people think punk is like super extreme and harsh, but this punk, like Social Distortion is classic punk. Just really good, clean. They have really good songs. This song was probably actually the first song I've heard from them, and I was just in love with the song. It's my alarm clock song. I wake up to the song almost every day. I love this song. So this is my song of the day. Check out Social Distortion. They're a great band. They've got some awesome music. They're good for almost everybody that likes pretty much anything. They're pretty smooth and really cool sounding, so go ahead and check them out. We have that coming up in Avett Brothers, and I will have my top 10 list coming up for you as well, so stick around to figure out what that is. And so this is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. I have my top 10 list here for you. So my top 10 list today is my top 10 favorite vocalists of all time from all sorts of different bands. This was a really hard list for me to make. I thought it would be really easy, but it actually was really hard. So I do have an honorable mention because it was so hard for me to pick on just 10 because there's so many great vocalists. And I kind of mainly just say I could have picked a lot of different genres for people. But I think I just stuck mainly with metal and rock music just because if I could pick something from different genres, that would take me forever to just pick 10, and it would be probably over 10. But I do have my top 10 vocalists, I guess in metal or rock, you could say. So I'll start off with my honorable mention. I just had to throw this name in here. I super like this guy. He's a great vocalist, very talented, really cool guy. I really would like to meet him someday. My honorable mention is Jacoby Shaddix from Papa Roach. He's a really great singer. He's good at the old stuff they did, the kind of the rap stuff, the harsher stuff. He's a great lyric writer. I love his lyrics. They're wonderful. They're full of emotion. You can just feel that he actually wrote them and had some feelings writing them. It wasn't just some trying to be catchy kind of lyrics. He's a great guy. I really hope to meet him one day. I love Papa Roach. I've seen them, I think, twice now, maybe 3 times. I can't remember. A great band. I had to say his name because he's great. Jacoby Shaddix. He's wonderful. So my number 10, Chris Motionless from Motionless in White. He's a singer/vocalist. He's just a crazy, cool, talented guy. He does a lot of singing. He does more harsh vocals. I guess people would call it screaming. He just has a very cool, unique voice and just really fits their band, Motionless in White, really well. Huge fan. I really like their aesthetic as well, Chris Motionless and the rest of the band. I love their aesthetic. They have like the gothic theme going, and I love that. It's awesome. Great lyrics. I love their lyrics. Very poetic. Very cool. He's got a very cool range. He can do really cool lows and highs. He can do the screaming, and he can transfer from screaming to singing very quickly, which is a very cool and talented thing to do. That's why he's number 10. He's great. So I recommend that band Motionless in White if you have not listened to them before. They're very harsh, so maybe some people wouldn't like them, but I love them. Number 9, I have Michael Poulsen. He's the vocalist of Volbeat. Now, I love Volbeat because they mix metal with like a little bit of country, and I think it's great because I was raised on country, so it's like, I don't know, something that I'm really into. I like their sound. His vocals are so unique. Like, if you hear one of the songs, it's like, he has such a unique voice. So you can tell it's them just right off the bat. You can just tell. And I've seen them live once. I'm going to see them again in September. They're crazy good live. If you went and listened to like one of their CDs and then went to their show, it'd sound the exact same. They have great quality of music and they're great vocals. Michael Poulsen's got awesome vocals. I know he was inspired by like Johnny Cash, so he's got some really cool inspirations, and he's just super talented. He sounds wonderful, and he's got this cool kind of thick voice. It just sounds like velvet almost. He's got a crazy cool voice. So look at Volbeat and Michael Poulsen. They're great. Awesome band. My number 8, it's 2 people for my number 8, but they're in the same band together, so I put them together. So my number 8 is Carla Harvey and Heidi Shepard from Butcher Babies. So when I first heard of Butcher Babies, I didn't listen to their music. I just saw that like they had gotten a lot of publicity from their last album, and I was like, oh well, they're probably like nothing is too special. I mean, it's a female-fronted band, so everyone's making a big deal out of it. But I went and listened to them, and they are crazy good. They are awesome. It's 2 vocalists, Carla and Heidi. They're both crazy good. They are very talented. Carla Harvey does more of the harsher screaming, you could call it, or the guttural vocals, and Heidi Shepard does a lot more of the singing, and she also does the harsh vocals, but together they just sound great. They're fluid. They make it look effortless, because it's a very talented thing to be able to do that kind of screaming and be very talented at it, and they're very good. They make it look effortless. They have really great highs and lows. And I like them a lot too, because they're trying to empower more women to be in metal music or in rock music, because there isn't a ton. Usually it's a male-dominated thing. So they're just a really good pair together. They just sound great. They pair together well. They're very great, and they're very passionate about what they do. They just sound amazing. Like you have to listen to this band, Butcher Babies. They're really kind of harsh too, but it's just really cool to hear them. It's not what you would expect from 2 women. They're awesome. My number 7 is Brandon Butler. He's the former vocalist of Veil of Maya. I love Veil of Maya. They're awesome. I don't have any of their CDs right now, but I want to have them. I especially love ID, and he was a vocalist on ID, their album, and he's got some crazy awesome highs and really good lows. He can do really good mids. He just has a very cool, unique sound, and I just love it. And it's just very harsh, really in your face, and just it melds well with the music of Veil of Maya. I'm not sure what he's doing now because he's not in Veil of Maya anymore, but I do love his vocals. He's a very talented guy. If you look up the album ID, you could listen to it. It's great. I love that. And I'll stop at my number 6, and that's Alyssa White Gluz. She's the new vocalist to Arch Enemy. They had put out a new album maybe 2 years ago. She's crazy good. She just makes it look effortless. You wouldn't expect her to, if you were listening to music you couldn't see who was singing it, you wouldn't expect her to be the vocalist. She sounds like a guy, which is crazy that she could create such low sounds, and she's just crazy talented, really cool. She has just a great sound. Just flawless. It just sounds wonderful. I hope to see them live at some point. She's a great vocalist. She's a good replacement from their last vocalist. Can't remember her name, but she was really great too. But Alyssa White Gluz, she's awesome too. Crazy good vocals, very talented, good range. I'll stop right there. I'll finish my top 5 for my top 10 list here coming up. Coming up for music, we have Skillet and Breaking Benjamin coming up for you for Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. I'm still here, Anna here. I've got my top 10 list coming up, the rest of it for you, and I will come up with some weather here soon. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. That would be awesome. We post cool stuff about stuff that we're doing, so go ahead and like us at www.facebook.com/Aims Student Radio, so you can always keep up with what we're doing and where we're at and all the fun things that we do. That was Blow Me Away by Breaking Benjamin. Coming up, we have some Papa Roach for you. So it's Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be.
Roll around and
Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Face Everything and Rise by Papa Roach. I love that band. They have some great music. I love their last album. It was Fear. Awesome album. Check it out. They're great. I have some weather here for you. Today's gonna be a really hot day and it says it's warmer than yesterday, so it's gonna be really hot. So if you're doing anything today outside, I'm sorry, it's hot. In Windsor, you're looking at 84 degrees, and it's clear all day, so that's kind of nice. But the high today is 93, so that's a bummer. In Fort Lupton, we're looking at 90 degrees already, and it's clear for most of the day, partly cloudy at 3. The high today is supposed to be 95. Loveland, you're looking also at 90 degrees, clear all day, and your high is supposed to be 95 as well today. And in Greeley, we have right now is 88 degrees, clear all day, and the high of 95. So it's going to be really hot today. Stay inside or keep cool outside. Do something fun, something out of sorts. It's going to be warm. Oh, it stopped raining. I was complaining about rain for a while, so I mean, I can't complain too much because it's not raining anymore. Well, it rained at my house yesterday, so I guess it just kind of does whatever it wants to do. Don't forget that Eaton Days is this weekend. Come join us, Aims Student Radio, at Eaton Days. On Friday, we will be there 7 to 11, and that's the street dance with Stumble Monkeys. So that will be a really cool time. Make sure to be there, because we will be there. Then on Saturday is a family fun night from 6 to 8:30 p.m., and there will be an awesome fireworks extravaganza at 9. You do not want to miss out. You want to go. It'll be super fun. It'll be a great time. Make sure to go. I've never gone before, so I'm really excited. Can't wait to go and see all the cool stuff. So if I'm going, you should go. It should be really fun. We'll all have a great and fun time. And it is sponsored by Ames Community College, so make sure you go. It'll be really fun. And we are all in Ames Student Radio. We'll be there, so you should go. It'll be a great, fun time. So make sure you go. So we've got some Korn featuring Skrillex coming up, and My Darkest Days featuring Zakk Wylde coming up for you. So don't miss out on that. And then I have the rest of my top 10 list coming up as well. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at aims.edu. This is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was My Darkest Days featuring Zakk Wylde with Porn Star Dancing. Kind of a catchy song, kind of a weird song, but a catchy song as well. I have the rest of my top 10 favorite vocalists for you. These are my top 10, I guess, say metal rock vocalists. So earlier I did my bottom 5, so I'll recap you if you didn't hear that. My number 10, well, I had an honorable mention of Jacoby Shaddix. Number 10 was Chris Motionless from Motionless in White. Number 9, Michael Poulsen from Volbeat. Number 8, Carla Harvey and Heidi Shepard from Butcher Babies. Number 7, Brandon Butler from Veil of Maya. Number 6, Alyssa White Gluz from Arch Enemy. Now I have my top 5 for you. This was really hard to do because I love all of these vocalists. They're all awesome. So it was really hard for me to put these in some sort of an order, but I love them all. So I'll get you back to my number 5. My number 5, Jonathan Davis from Korn. Heard Korn a little bit ago. I love Jonathan Davis. I've seen Korn like 4 times now, and I will always continue to see them every time they're in town because they're amazing to see live. They put on a great show. But Jonathan Davis is one cool, unique dude. He's kind of like Michael Poulsen of Volbeat. He's got a really unique voice. You hear it, and you can tell it's him. You can tell it's Korn. He's got a really unique sound. He can do really highs and lows. He can scream. He can sing. He can do rap stuff. He can do really anything. He's got an amazing voice. He sounds amazing live. No matter where he's at, sounds great live. And no matter what's going on, he's a great vocalist. And he's got really cool lyrics because he writes from the heart and what he feels and what's happened in his life. And it's amazing vocals and amazing singing and amazing and just talented guy. I love Jonathan Davis. I would love to meet him someday. He's awesome. Jonathan Davis from Korn is my number 5. Number 4 is J-Man from Mushroomhead. He was one of the, I think not one of the founding members, but was in the band for a really long time, then went out from the band, then came back for their last album, Righteousness and the Butterfly, something to that effect. I love Mushroomhead in general, but J-Man just makes it crazy good. He's got really deeper, heavy vocals that are just in your face. And it's just great sounding. They're just like, yeah, I don't know. He's just an amazing vocalist. He's got just an awesome sound. I love the sound of his vocals. They just are very harsh, kind of in your face. It's just really cool guy, really cool band. I've seen them 3 times now. I will always see them again also because they're just great live. J-Man's an awesome vocalist. He just sounds great no matter what he's doing. He can do really harsh stuff, some softer stuff. He's just really in your face, kind of like puts you in a really, like, I don't know, peppy mood to like go do like active physical things. And so I love that guy. I love J-Man. He's awesome. Go check them out. Mushroom Head. My number 3 is, I had to put this one in here because he's in my favorite band, so I had to put him in here somewhere. Number 3 is M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold. He is a really great vocalist though. If you listen to their very first albums that they put out, they did like the screaming stuff, but then as they gotten older, they did a lot more singing, a lot more. He's like, a lot of people can like just said he's like, over time he's just gotten better and better and better. His sound has just developed. He's amazing, talented singer. He's got a great range, and I know he's not the only one that writes the lyrics for the band, but they have some crazy great lyrics. He writes really good lyrics, very poetic. His sound is just great. He's also one of those ones that's just a very unique voice. It's like, you want to say it's like a kind of a stereotypical sound, but it's not. He's an amazing, talented guy. I've seen them twice now, and I'm going to see them a 3rd time here in September. Just a crazy good guy, crazy cool, talented guy. He's also a cool guy. I'd love to meet him as well because the whole band just seemed like really good guys. But he's a really cool, talented vocalist, so I would recommend checking them out, Avenged Sevenfold in general, just because they're great. But M Shadows is a wonderful vocalist. I know he's been featured in a couple other songs as well. Number 2 is, some people call, if you know the band, they call him J3T, but the full name is Johnny Three Tears from Hollywood Undead. It's kind of a weird. I think a lot of people think that's really weird for me to put him so up high, but I love J3T. Johnny Three Tears is awesome. His voice just has such a cool sound to it that I just really enjoy. He's got like a kind of like not a harsher, but a deeper vocals. His rap's really good. The songs that he raps in, he has really great lyrics for. They're really poetic, really from the heart. A lot of heart-tinging things going on. He just has a really great sound. He just has like a deeper voice, and it just comes out really nice, really smooth, just kind of harsh and just like awesome. He's just a wonderful, wonderful vocalist from the many in that band. Hollywood Undead's a great band in general. I like them a lot just because they're one of those kind of like, I don't know, my guilty pleasure bands. But Johnny Three Tears is awesome. He raps awesome. He can sing. He can do harsh stuff. He can do softer stuff. His voice is just... He just has a really cool sounding voice. It's just really smooth. Kind of like J-Man. Kind of like the same thing, but not as harsh. And my number 1 favorite vocalist of all time is Randy Blythe. So most people want to say his name is Randy Blythe, but what I actually learned recently is his name is Randy Blythe, because it's spelled B-L-Y-T-H-E, but it's Randy Blythe. You only pronounce the first 3 letters. He is a vocalist of Lamb of God. He is a great vocalist. He does really harsh vocals and like guttural vocal screaming. I've seen them live. They are so good. He has a really cool range. He does a lot of mids and a lot of kind of lows and some really good highs. He's just really talented. It's really hard, and I think anyone that can do guttural vocals or like harsher screaming, stuff like that, is super talented because it's really hard to do, and you can easily lose your voice if you don't do it right. And he's just got a crazy good sound. He can do he does a little bit of singing in their last album, and he just is wonderful in every way. He puts on a good show when you see him live. He's just a really cool guy. He's also a really good photographer, if you did not know that. He's a great photographer. Yeah, his sound is really good. It's kind of like J-Man. I don't know. I guess I have a theme of like having like really liking harsher, deeper vocals. But he's just super kind of in your face sounding. Great lyrics, very poetic, very cool. He's a very awesome guy. I recommend this band highly. Lamb of God is great. The Lamb of God has something to do with my story here later as well. I do have a funny story pertaining to them that is allegedly true. So I have that coming up for you. Got some cool songs coming up for you. We have 10 Years, Bullet for My Valentine, and other great bands. And then we have 90s at Noon coming up here in a couple minutes as well, so stick around for that. And I will tell you my funny story regarding the Lamb of God. So this is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at aims.edu. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. We have 90s at Noon right now, so we've got music from the 90s playing, essentially, for the rest of the hour. So I have a funny story coming up for you soon, and then I have a weather update coming up soon here too. That was Just Shine by Collective Soul, and coming up next we have Aqua, Run, DMC, and ODB featuring Maya. So stick around for 90s at noon and for my funny story, because it pertains to my top 10 list. So this is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna here. I have some weather updated for you. In Windsor, we're looking at 87 degrees and clear all day, and your high is supposed to be 92. So very hot. It's warmer than yesterday, so stay cool. Fort Lupton, you're looking at 92 degrees, clear all day except partly cloudy at 3, and your high is supposed to be 95. Also going to be a scorcher today, so keep cool. Loveland, 92 degrees, clear all day, and your high is supposed to be 95, so you're getting pretty close to that high. It's going to be very warm, also warmer than yesterday. Greeley at 91, clear all day, and high of 93. It's pretty much the same as yesterday, but still really hot, so be careful being outside. Wear suntan lotion if you're outside for longer than like an hour, I guess. Or if you're like me, wear suntan lotion no matter when you go outside, because I get sunburnt if I'm outside for 10 minutes. But do not forget that Eaton Days is this weekend, and Aims Student Radio will be there. So come and join us, Aims Student Radio, at the Eaton Days. On Friday, it's from 7 to 11 is the street dance with Stumble Monkeys, so we'll be there for that. And then on Saturday is a family fun night from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And there will be an awesome fireworks extravaganza at 9. Everyone loves fireworks. Make sure to go and see the cool fireworks and come see us. We will be there. You don't want to miss it. It'll be super fun. I'm really excited to go. And it is sponsored by Ames Community College, so make sure to go. It'll be a really fun time. We'll be there that Friday and on Saturday. So don't miss us. It'll be a really cool time. We'll have some fun, so don't miss us. Coming up next, we have some Nirvana, Naughty by Nature, and Paula Abdul, and I will tell you my funny story regarding Lamb of God. So don't forget to check in on that. This is Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be.
What would happen if you didn't?
89.1 FM, Aims Student Radio, the way radio should be. So, on my top 10 list, I talked about my 10 favorite vocalists, and my number 1 was Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. So my funny story relates to Lamb of God, and I'm not entirely sure if it's true. I haven't really found a super reliable source, but I saw it floating around on Facebook, so I tried to Google it. I haven't really found a super reliable source, but supposedly and allegedly the story is true. So allegedly, the band Lamb of God accepted an award from the pastor Joel Osteen, who apparently didn't know that they're not a Christian band. Lamb of God, despite their name, is a super not Christian band. They're very against religion in general, so it's just really funny that Joel Osteen gave them an award. So the story is, apparently, that Lamb of God, who their original name was Burn the Priest, so obviously not a Christian band, accepted an award from Joel Osteen, and the award was Excellence in Faith Outreach, an award from the megachurch pastor of Joel Osteen. Everyone, I think, has heard of Joel Osteen. Everyone knows he's a big old pastor. He has his own show on TV and everything. So I guess he gave them this award for Excellence in Faith Outreach, not knowing that they weren't a Christian band, and didn't do any research, him or his church, to know if they were a Christian band to begin with, and obviously had no idea who they were in general, because he said they were a really well-known country band, which is also not true, because Lamb of God is a super metal band, not even close to country, so it's just very ironic that they obviously didn't do the research. So Randy Blythe and the rest of the band obviously wanted to see if they could get away with this, because this is hysterical. Like, obviously the church and Joel Osteen had no idea that they're not a Christian band and they're not a country band, and they were about to get this award for being a great Christian band. So they wanted to see if they could get away with it, and they did. They totally got away with it. So, and they got away with getting an award for being a Christian band that they were not. So I guess Joel Osteen had praised Lamb of God for spreading the good word and sharing good Christian values. And which is funny because obviously has no idea who this band is. They have a song called Walk With Me in Hell, so I don't think that would be a good Christian song. And he gave them this award, so Randy Blythe, the vocalist, had his acceptance speech, supposedly, and he thanked Joel Osteen. And by the time Lamb of God had left, the church had figured out that they obviously weren't paying attention and just gave an award to a super not Christian metal band. So I find that just hysterical. It's like we have the best technology ever in the history of everything. You could, like, they didn't really Google Lamb of God and, like, listen to, like, their song and be like, well, obviously they're not a country band, one, and also not a Christian band. So allegedly this happened. I'm not sure if it actually did. I haven't found a reliable source, but I think it's hysterical that something to this sorts could happen and such a giant mix-up could happen. I'm sure Lamb of God is, like, laughing down forever because it's hysterical. They got away with doing something that was not even close to being their kind of thing. So I figured I would tell you all about that because I think that's really funny that supposedly that happened. I'm sure maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't really found a good source. But apparently Lamb of God got an award for excellence in faith outreach from Joel Osteen because they thought they were a good country band when they're not. They're a metal band against Christians. Well, not against Christians, but I guess against religion. But either way, it's a hysterical, funny story. Figured I'd let you know. So I'm pretty much done here for today, so I will be back on Monday. If you want to listen to me, I'll have another top 10 list and possibly another funny story, depending on what I find from then and now. Do not forget to go to Eaton Days, Aims Student Radio, so us will be there on Friday, 7 to 11. That's the street dance with Stumble Monkeys, and then we will also be there Saturday for the family fun night, 6 to 8:30 p.m., and there will be a great fireworks show. Don't forget to go to that. It'll be super fun. Don't forget to go. It'll be super fun. Sponsored by Ames Community College. It'll be a fun time. We'll be there. Hopefully you'll show up and we'll see you and we can do fun stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much done for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I will be back soon. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. That would be great because we're going to post cool stuff. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be.